Hello everyone. Today I am going to talk about the topic How to Talk to Anyone by Lael Lowndes. Lowndes discusses simple points which will make you an effective communicator. I love communicating, that is why I have taken this topic very close to my heart, and we run a 10 days effective communication program to improve people on their communication. In the book How to Talk to Anyone, Lael Lowndes first talks about your smile, how smile is a non-verbal communication. When you smile, the other person who is communicating with you feels warm. He feels that you want to talk to him. That means you are open for a communication. So, without even communicating, your smile communicates a lot about the conversation, whether you want to continue it or you are bored about that conversation. So, always have your smile, let your smile touch your cheeks and let there be twinkle in the eyes, and be genuinely interested in the person that you are talking, because silence is the solution for many problems. Silence is the only thing which cannot be misquoted or miscommunicated. Nobody can misquote your smile. And whom do you think you have to give your smile? You have to give your smile to someone who doesn't have. Smile is so precious. It makes you feel vibrant. Any amount of power dressing goes waste without wearing smile. So, always have a good smile. Smile from your heart. Okay? So, when you smile, your face becomes radiant. The person who is talking to you feels your frequency, vibration and energy. So, smile is the first ingredient that you have to put in for your effective communication. Further, Lael talks about your appearance. It is not how you look, it is how you dress. See, some might be short, some might be tall, some might be having a better color, others might be in a darker shade. All that does not matter, but what matters is how do you power dress. Is your clothes neatly washed and cleaned and ironed? It is not that you have to wear a new dress all the time, but the dress you are wearing shouldn't be dirty, and you should be wearing proper accessories for the proper occasions. You should be wearing good comfortable shoes or slippers, again based on your occasion, whether it is formal or informal occasion. Your appearance is 50% of whatever you communicate. Okay? So, it is very important to have a good communication and have a good appearance. So, your eyes will communicate half of it. So, that is why it is called eye contact. When you have a eye contact with the person whom you are communicating with, he will feel that you are interested in his communication. He or she will look for non-verbal signals whether you like the topic or not. So, always listen to the person who is talking to you. After appearance, it is all about how much you are empathizing with the person whom you are talking to. Someone is talking to you, give them your undivided attention. They are talking to you and you are looking into your phone, or if you are looking restless or you are looking the other side, it shows that you are not interested in talking to them, or you are not concentrating on what they are saying. When they feel left out, when they feel that you are not listening to them, when they feel that you are not interested in their communication, they will not get the flow of communication, and maybe they will stop communicating to you what they really wanted to say. So, it is very important to give your 100% to your smile, your appearance and the focus. Focus on what is that they are saying and what is that you have to listen, and how you can paraphrase and comprehend or add value. There is two techniques through which you can improvise your communication. One is what's it, that is you can have a prop, like you can, if you are talking about your mobile phone, you can talk about the features, you can literally show them practically how it is done. If you are talking about a book, you can talk about specification, because specific is terrific, like I always say. Maybe you can say in that page number 30, this is the quote which I really like, or you can say the opening acknowledgement of the author is very nice, or you can talk about the bibliography, anything. So, if you are talking about a particular book, you can talk about a particular thing about that book, and you can also physically show it to draw attention and make your communication more effective. So, this is what's it. And one more technique is who's that. So, if you are talking about someone, all that you need to do is you should not assume that the other person knows them. Suppose if I am talking to you, I should introduce myself properly to you, right. So, you all know that I am Vijaya Saraswathy and I serve as a Pro Vice Chancellor for St. Mother Teresa Digital University, and this video insights are made complimentary to be posted in YouTube St. Mother Teresa University channel to help people to understand the insights of the best selling books. So, we are going to do 50 books and it is going to be video audio, so that people can listen when they are traveling, people can see the video and learn something important, something effective, and which can turn them good to great. So, communication is a very important tool to excel, experiment and explore, which will help you to gain efficacy. Because to be in an organization, you need to talk to your colleagues, your vendors, your other people who are there in the organization, who are your subordinates, who are your peer, and also people who are in the management. It could be hierarchy above. If you are an effective communicator, if you can express your thoughts, your ideas efficiently and effectively, you are a leader. So, always work on your communication. When we want to become something in life, the first thing what we have to improvise or work upon is our communication. If you are wanting to develop your personality, if you are wanting to improve your skills, if you want to be a people's person, if you want to improve your relationships, if you want to improve your experiences, the first thing you have to think about is your posture, your verbal and non-verbal communication, your body language, your tone of voice, your vocabulary, your language, and the authenticity of your communication. And also it is very important to know the ethnic differentiation. Cross culture communication requires you to know what is the basic guidelines that a community follows. So, that will help you to be a better communicator if you know your audience, if you know their language, if you know their rituals. So, it is very important for you to do a groundwork if you are going to talk to someone other than your community, your language, or somebody from a different geographical area. It becomes a very important lesson that we all should be prepared to be a global citizen. We need to speak, learn and ensure that we are not using any racist comment, or what is right to you may not be right to someone else. So, you should know the code of conduct and you should also know the situational analysis that will make you be who you are without creating any challenges to any other people. So, it is always to be effective communication, it is always good to be in the circle of situation where we are able to talk only which is acceptable. What is not acceptable to you may not be acceptable to someone else also. So, we are discussing effective communication. There are some 10 points which will be very useful to you when you are an effective communicator. The first thing is, have a good vocabulary. Don't use the same words again and again. Don't be repetitive. If you refer to a dictionary, you will get lot of words which has the same meaning. So, try and find more words so that you can speak without repeating. And it is also good to parrot. See, if you are talking to someone and they are talking about some particular topic, it is very good to pick up that last sentence and restart from there. When you are parenting some words from them, when you are exporting some words from what they spoke, if you are parroting the same things, it will be effective. And always remember to tell your stories, because your stories belong to you. Nobody can snatch away your stories from you, because there you are the hero, you are the heroine, you are the plot, you are the content, you are the context. Your story is your story. So, always be a powerful storyteller that will help you to become an effective communicator. So, when you are talking to someone, when you are talking to anybody, always be polite. Okay? Don't go by their designation. Go by who they are as a person. So, every person deserves to be spoken well. If you are kind, that is the most important thing. If you get a chance to be correct or kind, choose kindness. When you are talking to someone, ensure that you are talking topics with sensitiveness. What is important is, the speaker is the spotlight of the room, but when a person is talking, the spotlight should move from the speaker to the person who is asking a question or sharing an idea. So, whoever is speaking is an important person in the room, and it might be an important suggestion or a value add. So, you should always be of all ears of what the other person is yet there to say. Once I was in a bus and I was hearing to a communication of two ladies. They were talking about some person who was very rude in the marriage. Like the lady was saying, like someone came in the car, so he went and requested him to come first. We were standing there only, he didn't even look at us. We went because he invited us to the marriage. It is not that there is no food in our house. All that we need is respect. You know, why should they call and you know, make us feel down in front of so many people? This man, when this was communicated to him, he didn't even know that they were standing there. He was so engrossed in seeing the person who came in the car, and he happens to be his friend, long lost friend, and they are meeting after 10-15 years. So, he was all lost in the emotion, and he went and hugged him and spoke to him, and they had so much to talk from their commonalities or from their memories. So, the person who was waiting there happened to be the friend of the host's wife. So, he does not know much about them. So, he did not have anything in common. So, he was unable to, you know, connect or correlate with them and call them the way he invited his friend. It is not about the car, it is about the care. So, sometimes what you really wanted to do may misfire. So, when you are in a common area, common situation, give eye for detail, see who is where and see your decorum, see how you need to behave. Look for your body language, wear your smile, and look for a bigger picture. Don't you know, have an open I mean close ended look or narrow look. Have a broad look so that you see who is where and who is smiling at you, especially in grand functions like marriages, birthday parties and all. You should be polite and you should show a balance of your emotions to all of them. Otherwise, some people will feel left out. They may have a perception that you ignore them because of the status or of the car or of the money or whatever it may be. So, you should be very careful with communication and your body language if you are in a forum, if you are in an association. You need to know what is your code of conduct, or invite everybody. You have to ensure that all of them are giving their importance to the people of them. So, you can have 4-5 different hosts who will take care of all of them. So, it is very important. So, I was listening to this conversation in the bus. The other lady was also saying, no, that man is like that only, like he will talk to people who are wearing good dress, wearing a car, I mean having a house, or wearing gold and all that. So, two people are talking and they are talking about their perceptions which may not be true. So, the biggest impact of a communication is be an effective communicator, but do not get into grapevine communication or do not get into gossip. You are not supposed to talk about a person who is not present in the room. See, if you have to talk to a person, you have to talk to a person who needs that correction, not to someone else. Suppose you have a colleague in your office who does not smell so good. So, who is the person that you have to say that he does not smell good? It is him. You have to go and tell him, like, like you can wear a body spray, or you can always say, like in a good sense, like maybe you are you're having loads of sweat because of the work you do. So, how are you going to take care of? You have to strike a conversation and talk to him and make him understand that, without offense, that he smells bad. Instead of that, if you go and tell to somebody else, oh, that man, he smells so bad, I don't sit next to him, I don't talk to him, it will not serve your purpose, because the person whom you are telling to will understand that today you are talking about this person, tomorrow you may talk about him. So, people will not value you if you are talking about people to other people. You have great minds discuss ideas, it is the average minds which discuss people. So, do not discuss about people. If they have to take any action, if they have to do some corrective action, if you are having to give a constructive criticism, please give it to the person whom it owns, whom you have to say, and say it in a polite manner, say it in a way it has been taken positively. So, communication is the key. Do not put the key to your happiness in someone else's pocket. There is always room for improvement for communication. Today, if you are in 80% of your communication, you want to improve another 20%, you have room to improve that 20%, and again it will come to 80%, you have to again improve 20%. So, it is never 100% communication, it is a learning for life. So, to be an effective communicator, you have to pick up what is in the market, what is new, you should know you should have the reasoning ability, you should have a good vocabulary, you should have to know the current affairs, what is happening, and you also have to know the content and context of what people are interested in learning. Suppose if you are talking cricket to a cricketer, he will love it. If you are talking cricket to someone who does not enjoy cricket, that person may not be very happy or energetic to talk to you about that particular topic. For example, my sister does not like cooking. So, if you talk about any recipes, ingredients and all that, she is not very interested because she does not cook and she does not enjoy cooking, but she loves eating. So, if you talk to her about McDonald's, there is a new shop which has opened, King shop, where you can get 5-star chicken, she is very happy about it. So, talk to people based on their interest, what is that entices them. If you are not aware of it, ask them what is that entices them. So, they will be happy to tell you, you can always ask which color do you like, or which is your preference when it comes to a holiday, where you love to go, how much time do you want to spend in the family, or how do you do your accounting and budgeting, what is your goals, what is your skills, how do you want to see yourself in the organization in the next 5 years. Always ask open ended questions. When you ask open ended questions, they have a choice to discover themselves and talk to you of their passion, their interest and their values. If you ask them a close ended question, there is no room for communication, you know. Do you like it? They can say only yes or no. If you ask them why do you like it, they have an explanation to say, or they have some work to their brain to think why they really like it. So, always paraphrase your questions with open ended communication, so that they are able to talk to you in a manner which leads to a strong bond, because effective communication is the key for a good family relationship, for a good professional and personal relationship, or anything that you do is based on communication. So, take communication very seriously, because this is that one tool which will take you to the level next in your life. So, I wish you all the best. Always be an effective communicator, be ready with words, always learn new languages, be very aware of your body postures, wear a smile and always focus on what is that you want to communicate.